we got just over a ton of fertilizer on now. It's a bumpy ride home. I was only looking for about 1,900 pounds. I think they gave us 2,100. It is what it is. We'll make sure we put it down. I'm sure the plants won't mind, especially if we get some rain on it. Half inch tonight. Hopefully we get some more coming, but it looks like another couple weeks without rain after tonight. So we got urea and AMS in there. 614 pounds of urea and 494 pounds AMS. And this thing's a little bouncy. It's gonna be a slow drive home with the truck. I'll swap it onto a tractor, spread it, and have my wife bring it back tomorrow. I've got both the kids with me while she's doing her bus route. They're already tuckered out, so it should be a nice, quiet drive home. So I don't know how much you can see with this dirty windshield, but right there, that's kind of a nice area. I was gonna put some round bales. I got a lot of stuff I want to clear out of here. Where I'm going to start is going to be up on the left and start fencing in that. I don't think this is enough worth fencing in. It would be relatively easy to fence in this section. I just don't know if it'd be, with how narrow it is, being maybe 20 feet wide, if it's worth the hassle. It does widen out a lot because the drive goes that way. There's obviously a lot here. We have 7 acres of woods. There's so much debris just that needs cleaned up in this general area. It's going to take me a couple months to really clean that up how I want. Even here, you got a lot of debris. But as we get back into that corner right there, there's a good half acre, I think. That's relatively clean, where maybe a good day of working, we can get that ready to be fenced in and just slowly chip away at it if we do get livestock earlier on and doing stuff like that. Like right here, some actually nice grass, but then you get this big tree in the way, so we got to chunk that all up and get rid of it if we wanted to fence in this. And I got dirt piled there, so I don't really want to fence in that if we need it for any projects. I don't know what's going to happen, but obviously there's just some stuff that's going to take some more work. As you can see up there, we got another tree. And as we get further into this lane, you'll be able to see what I'm explaining here a little bit. Whoa, it's a little bumpy. I need to get a box grader or something and work this lane down. But I'm hoping next week we can haul more stone and finish up the last stretch of this driveway. But as you can see right there, a lot of tree debris from when they logged it. Some decent firewood, honestly, would be perfectly great for that. It just takes time to get through some of that. This is where we're storing the manure spreader for right now. And then this section right here, kind of forward after you get past that tree, and maybe I will make this a smaller paddock and just start right here and work our way that way. Because you can see it's opened up, offer some trees that got cut out, so there's a lot more light getting in there so stuff can grow. And still plenty of shade and whatnot as you get back into this section. And you can see here, this is the part of the lane that needs some work. But this would be a nice area, just throw some animals as a temporary paddock, and then just feed clover hay, because that will kind of self-seed it through the hay, and we can get some clover growing up in there. And then we'll just work our way, as we get time, through all of this mess on the other side. Well, just have a little bit left I kicked down to clean off the sides of the spreader. Some of it was sticking, but this is what our grass looks like. Some of it's really nice. If you can get past the foxtail, we'll find a nice clean area right here. This is why I'm out here. I want to try to get some more hay off of this field. You can see that's probably about 6 inches right there. And granted, we'll only cut probably about 3, so we're only capturing a very, very small amount of this hay. Obviously, that's why we're not making it right now, of course, but I'm hoping this fertilizer can get us some regrowth to make it worth cutting, clean up stuff like that foxtail, ragweed. There's some thistle out in the middle. I mean, I don't want to say it's a dirty field, but it's not necessarily a clean one either. I'm hoping this will get the grass up to compete. This cutting probably won't be super perfect, but at least it gets some energy down in the roots, gets this stuff really strong going into winter, and hopefully we can mow it down, get a good clean stand, and then next spring stuff will just grow up and we'll have this beautiful stand of hay. Well, everything's hooked up, ready to go. Let's see what $625 of fertilizer looks like. Doesn't look like a lot. I hope we get rain tonight. We really could use it. Well, as you can see, there's still plenty of work to do. Those round bales need unloaded, and the round bales on the other truck need unloaded. We got to finish cleaning off these wagons. The round bales are getting stored outside, so they ain't gonna get done today. But we just have to make it to that woods right there, throw this fertilizer down, and maybe I can start cleaning off wagons. We got to run to Toledo yet tonight to grab some stuff, so we won't get much done tonight. But no, it's pretty cool. I get to be in air conditioning. I mean, we've come a long ways in the 4 years we've been farming. I got all my help with me tonight. I did see my wife probably 10 minutes ago when I was dropping the buggy off and switching that off the truck onto the tractor. She's doing her bus route. She has the route that we live on, which is really convenient. But yeah, putting down some fertilizer. It's one of those things. It's a tough decision, you know. It's not like P&K, which is going to stick around. Nitrogen's pretty volatile, leaches in the soil. Really hoping we get the rain so we can utilize it. I know some folks say you can never go wrong with fertility, but man, something like this, it's just one of those, you just got to pray and hope it actually gives you some return. I'm figuring about 5 bales the acre is what we're shooting for of additional yield, and then this will pay for itself. But I don't think we're going to be able to make the second cut on that grass stand if we don't fertilize with nitrogen. So it's going to be the difference between making hay and not. And if we can get 15 bales an acre on it, you know, heck, it'll pay dividends. So yeah, I really hope we can. It's already about 6 to 8 inches tall. We'll go take a look at some of it when we get to the field. Maybe, I don't know if I want to get out or not with having to climb over the car seat. But yep, we'll cross your fingers, hope for the best. Hope we get some rain tonight and get some more later on this week. We're going to be working on putting some fencing up in the woods and getting ready for what's to come next. I got some big plans. We just got to see if we find the right opportunity. Best bang for our buck. You know, I don't want junky animals, but I also don't want to spend an arm and a leg for them. But I want the fence in there and ready to go. So if we do find the right opportunity, we'll be able to just throw them in and hit the ground running, ideally. Hopefully we can find a smaller herd dispersal before winter. Somebody who doesn't want to deal with frozen waterers and dealing with the cold weather. Get a little bit of a discount that way. It's kind of what I'm hoping. You know, everything's going to be more expensive in the spring, like hay, equipment, or animals. Well, everyone wants animals in the spring, you know, because you have all summer to play around with them when it's going to be nice weather and everything, and you don't have to deal with ice. I'm hoping a little sweat equity by being willing to buy something this time of year might gain us a little bit opportunity, but we'll see. But nope, we're right here, heading into the woods right now. And we're going to put some fertilizer down. Well, I think I can kind of see where it's going. Let's hope for the best. Oh well, if we overlap a little bit, I'd rather overlap a little bit than put any on the bean field that I don't own and give away my fertility. I actually have a really nice standing grass out here, really. Well, there's not much left in the buggy. I don't know if you can see through that window. It's all in the bank now. So I'm just making some passes in areas. Maybe I thought I had some skips, some wider areas, or nicer parts of the field where I think it would gain us the most good. So that's what we're doing now. Just burn up the rest of this fertilizer and then go home, and we're going to run to Toledo then. Or maybe not, I don't know. It depends if she wants to keep working on some projects here at the house, or if we're going to go get some baking goods for the farmer's market. I know we usually buy about, I don't know if it's 40 pounds of butter at a time and 20 pounds of cream cheese. It's about time for that monthly trip there to get stocked up, especially going into fall. She'll use a lot more cream cheese. So yeah, this is some nice looking grass here. The alfalfa over there, it's nice and green looking. It's not as tall as the grass, honestly, but I think it's a little thicker, more consistent stand, and just needs some rain. By any means. You can see some rag and foxtail coming in. But man, this grass looks really nice. Not sure if we'll get another cut. I believe from the entire month of August up until now, pushing the middle of September, we've had maybe 1 inch of rain. So it's been very dry. And this stuff, I made this about the second week of August, so maybe I'm trying to think, 7/10 of rain on it, or maybe we did get that full inch since we made it. And it looks really nice. We did fertilize it. Nice and green. Some of that brown, I think, is starting to go away now. Looks really nice. I don't know if we get another cutting on it. I am excited about this, though. I mean, we got a nice stand here. Well, the pile's starting to get bigger. We had filled one trailer already. My dad was going to take home and see if he can sell, and this is what we got made so far. It's looking really nice. You got all this piled. This will be a nice area to park some stuff. But we're gonna start fencing in hopefully in the next couple nights. Maybe by the end of the weekend we'll have some stuff fenced in. Lots of greenery there. They can already start eating right away, which would be nice. I'd like to do this before frost to at least get an experience, kind of see what they're gonna forage after and how things will look. But there's still some dead brush to clean up there. Some still over in this area, piled right there. I wanna get out, and then I'll just start pushing through and just cleaning up any dead wood and anything like that, and just cleaning up the forest floor, leaving any green growth. Everything here is pretty well just treetops or stuff we kind of pushed out of the way to get this lane put in. So nothing was really growing in this area anyhow. So it looks worse than it really is, but this will grow up real nice. It was full of foxtail really before we came in here and started doing all this. So we aren't clear cutting the forest by any means, just trying to get stuff cleaned up so we can fence in some spots. So a tree like that we'll probably kind of use as a corner post in a way, go back to that corner and then start taking the property line that way, and then go from that tree, I think, somewhere in there, and then just shoot along the driveway going that way, and have maybe a 1/4 acre or so fenced in here. When we finally get a rain, we can try and burn that. But probably have to wait till crops are off. As you can see, beans are starting to turn. I don't want to set the neighbor's fields on fire. And then there's our lane that goes back to our property.